Hello, everybody. Welcome into the last day of September. The first burr is out of the way. We got October, November, and December to go through, but this is the last day of the first month of the burrs. We got 3 people, not counting myself, in the Zoom homies right now. We got Greg, who thinks
John
he was
Williams
second.
said goodbye, Ken.
Yeah, John's in chat. Hello, John. Bill is here, and Jeff Ryman is here. Tony was first in chat, and he gifted 5 memberships immediately. Stephen, Tina, and Jewel were second. OneFish26 was third. Tony gifted another 5 memberships. And then Greg says, second place. I was watching Law and Order. That's a good series, by the way, Greg. Jeff says, good evening from greetings from Lost Wages. John Williams, putt golf, what is this? No, I don't have it where I can show it, but the thumbnail was the course we played today. Cart path only, not allowed to get off the cart path due to all the water that was in the area. And there is a lot of water on that course. I mean, I think there was twice I was in a puddle and got to get a free drop because of the not man-made, but nature-made obstruction. Take it behind it and hit it. Didn't lose any golf balls today. Didn't take any mulligans today. I had 1 penalty because I don't know what I did. I hit it in a I didn't necessarily need to take the penalty, but I didn't think I could get a clean club. I'm buffering now. This is interesting. Both Firefox and Google on my end just buffered. So that's weird. Hello, Rick. Rick Lakes joins us over in chat. And I'll click the live button on both her on Firefox and on Google and be back to live. So, yeah, I didn't sleep at all last night. We did get home. Mrs. K texted me at about 10 minutes till 6, and she says, I'm ready. Come and get me. Thank you, Rick. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I can go look at OBS and see if I have any drop frames. I show 0 drop frames. So that's weird that there was buffering, but I don't have any drop frames. I'm not sure what caused that. Anyway, we got home about 6:15. I laid down, and it's buffering again. What the heck? Now it's not buffering. So is there drop frames this time?
I'm not seeing buffering here.
Yeah, both Firefox. It's probably my end. It's probably my internet. Truth be known, that's what I'm hoping it is. And if it is, then I'm going to have to figure out what's going on.
Tony Wallow said subscribe.
There we go. Dolphins are done for the year. Good game. Now, Firefox is buffering, and now I'm buffering. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring up OBS and just watch it. It still says 0 drop frames. 71 kilobytes per second.
Your name and your date of birth?
Although it's showing it's... I think I see a problem. I'm wired into the system, but according to OBS is
원피시
connected
26세대 이츠올 유티베스
by the
8.
Wi-Fi. I've got to look into that. I won't do it tonight, but I will look into it. It's all YouTube's fault. Yeah, exactly. I agree. Let's blame YouTube. I blame YouTube for me shooting a 99 today. I'm under 100. Hey, I'm under 100. That's all that makes a difference to me. I had some horrible shots today. I had a couple. Par is 72. So I'm plus 27. Jake shot a 106, and I don't know what his son shot. I know it was worse than the 106. He was having a horrible day. And understandably so. I mean, you know,
yeah.
They just lost their nephew. He just lost his cousin. I personally probably would not have played. I probably would have said, hey, I'm sorry, guys, but I can't play today, you know. I don't know how he did it. I really don't. And he actually had some good, he actually got a birdie on one hole. He actually chipped in for a par on one hole. So it wasn't like he didn't have his moments, but his moments were far and few between. There we go. Now that's I thought I set that up to where that would make the Zoom disappear, but apparently not, because it's still there. Great. This is what I get for
Something
not
just
doing
changed
it.
in the background.
Yeah, but I'm 99% sure I set that up. Oh, no, I didn't. It was exclamation FM will make Zoom go away. Yep, there we go. Exclamation FM makes it go away. So
Yeah, all your instructions are out there, are they?
I think the instructions are updated. I kind of looked over them tonight, but I'm not 100% sure if I got all of them.
I haven't played with them much anyway.
Yeah, that one works pretty good. I need to add a couple more. I just got to get creative with it. I guess we're going down to Mrs. K's work tomorrow because
존
apparently
윌리엄즈
they're
said
forcing
hello
flu shots
그레카이.
upon everybody. And if you don't, then there's a possible repercussion. I don't know. So we'll just drive down there before we go play.
Jeff Ryman, it is currently 70.3 degrees Fahrenheit, 21.3 degrees Celsius, and clear in Dublin, Georgia.
That's good. Hopefully Chris I know he said he went out and bought a generator, so that was good.
He was saying a month without power, maybe?
I know. He said 3 to 4 more weeks from now. So, yeah, oddly
There's
enough.
some places in western North Carolina that are really sucking wind.
Yeah, I seen the comments you were talking about the highway that's down. Man,
There's a YouTube guy that it's not like a travel channel, but it's like he talks about travel some and highways and stuff like that, and that's where I saw those things I said. This guy keeps track of all that stuff.
Right. I'm gonna see what this does to Zoom.
토니 왈로 said
Not too
노마로.
bad. John Williams gives us an update on the Seattle-Detroit game, 28-14.
John Williams, it is currently 66 degrees Fahrenheit, 18.9 degrees Celsius, and partly cloudy in Madison, Wisconsin.
Let's see what it is here in my neck of the woods.
Ken Stout Live, it is currently 68.5 degrees Fahrenheit, 20.3 degrees Celsius, and partly cloudy in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Every time I get the weather off the you-know-what, starts with an A and has Alexa in it, it always says in Lindenwood, because we live in the Lindenwood subdivision of Indianapolis. It's humid out right now, but it's not too bad, actually. I think tomorrow's supposed to be that. I knew today was going to be an interesting day because the temperature is down, and I'm used to playing in 85, 90 degree weather, and I've got those clubs dialed in, but it wasn't 85 degrees today. It was 72 was the high. Tomorrow, they're saying it's going to be 78, so that's a little bit warmer, but it's still not going to be as warm as what it was. And I knew going in I needed to adjust some clubs going up a club because what I used to hit, let's just say 140 with a 6-iron, now it's got to be either a 5 or a 4 hybrid wood because the air's cooler and the ball doesn't travel as far. And about 5 tee shots I wished I could have taken back, but you got to play what you got to play. So anyway, I did see where Doug. Hello, Mike. Don't worry about being late. Appreciate you being here. I did see where Doug postponed his show from today to tomorrow, so that's a good thing. And we'll get to 10 tomorrow.
Was he scheduled for today?
He was actually scheduled for today. He pinned my comment. I felt bad about that because Steve Dodd was first the night before, and I wanted to pin his comment, and I thought maybe as a managing mod I could do that. You cannot. Only Doug can do
Sometime
that.
around 8:45, I was looking to see if he was having one. I went on to the live tab in his YouTube stuff, and I didn't see anything there.
He changed it at 10:16 a.m. It says, I'm rescheduling this show for Tuesday. I'll be working at a client's office Monday morning, so you missed it by about a half hour.
Okay, so about
Yeah.
7:15 here.
And then official Tim Tech said, "Oh, okay." But yeah, I mean, there was no way I could have watched it on the golf course. We had rain twice, just nothing to get real frustrated. I mean, just drizzle basically. It just lasted a long time. Just enough that you knew it was raining, just enough where you had to wipe the clubs down, just enough that you were like, "Oh God, and we didn't have rain scheduled for today or predicted for today or anything. It's just, the remnants of the storm system, I'm quite sure."
Jeff Ryman, it is currently % auto format temp % and % current condition text % in % auto format location %.
Wait a minute, why
토니
did
왈로 said OK.
that not give? You put a zip code in there. Is that a legitimate zip code?
It used to be. I guess it's no longer. It's where I grew up, and they
looks
merged the
right.
mail with another town, so I guess it's not still in the list.
Because it clearly didn't give the name of the city or the temperature or anything else.
See if it does that one.
Jeff Ryman, it is currently
Yeah.
77.2 degrees Fahrenheit,
That's where I went to high school. The
25.1
other
degrees
one was for where I
Celsius,
grew
and
up.
clear in Council Grove,
Done right.
Kansas.
Possibly the post office closed and it doesn't recognize it. Who knows?
Well, their post office merged with the one I just did.
Oh, Long Dog, hello, Ken. Okay, Ken, today I went to the opening page for you and you were there, right? Is where I should be. That's good to hear. Available as a choice. I did unsubscribe and resubscribe. Yeah, sometimes you have to do that. I found that in the past. That helps out. I'm still going through my subscription list and getting rid of some notifications. I've got too many of them. I literally could sit here for 24 hours a day and I would not get to do but about half of what I get notified on. And that would not be pleasant. I'll tell you that right now. Trying to think. I had something else I wanted to bring up with you guys and I can't remember what it was. I will be playing golf tomorrow afternoon. Later in the afternoon. We are going to play the short course. I believe Mrs. K is going to play. And in all honesty, the Engrish.
Tony Wallow said subscribe.
The short course was beneficial today on the long course because there was a couple times, like on the par 5s,
Engrish.
in 3 shots, I was within 100 yards. So I'm like, okay, 100 yards is my 9-iron. And I knew that from playing the shorter course. And it worked out good. Of course, now what I should have done is I should have dropped to an 8-iron due to the fact of the temperature being 20 degrees cooler than what it's normally been being. So little things I'm learning, little things. Yes, it was an English moment for sure. For sure. It was a good Monday. I mean, I did get a little sleep this morning. He sent me a message just as we got home saying we've backed it up 30 minutes. So that put a little damper on the morning. I went to the Burger King. It sits right next door to the golf course and got me a sausage croissant and a coffee, keeping it as clean as I could. No potatoes. And then we played. So I might get to play Friday. And then I think we're going to go look at the leaves turning over the weekend somewhere. I don't know where. It won't be down south. I know that. By south, I mean out of the state of Indiana. Anybody got anything they would like to discuss? No?
You mean you're not going to visit Pennsylvania?
I'm not going to Pennsylvania to look at the leaves either. No, that's not happening. Pennsylvania will be next April. And hopefully he's okay with that.
I took a nap today.
Oddly enough, when I got home, I was tired. I ate a bowl of cottage cheese. I started to call it college cheese because that's an inside joke with Mrs. K and I. I had a bowl of cottage cheese with watermelon. And then I sat here and checked out my email and seemed out what happened in the world today. Scheduled a stream.
Engrish.
Did not take a nap. I was listening to her watching some show, and I thought, that sounds familiar. And sure, it was a Lincoln Lawyer. And I liked the movie with Matthew McConaughey. I thought it's a good movie. Nobody from the movie brought or came forward to the TV series. So I think I stopped watching on episode 5, and I started watching on episode 3. So we watched 3, 4, and 5. I got to go back and see 1 and 2 so I kind of can figure the whole storyline out. Long Dog says, okay, good, okay, did I hear the trigger? Yeah. Yes, I did go to Burger King. I had a sausage croissant and a small coffee. How come when you get much older, it's so much difficult? It's wait till you're our age. I mean, and I'm younger than both Greg and Jeff, and by a good couple of years. Just, it sucks getting old. It really does.
That's
Don't
for
seem
sure.
to have answers. I used to have a good topic for discussion. Yeah, I do know last night was a successful failure. And I say that because I wanted to open chat up, and I still want to do that. I just have to be careful with who I open chat up to, because if people from south of the Mississippi are here, nobody's going to get a word in edgewise. Uh-oh, why didn't that work? There it goes. Man, what a delay. Is this not live? No, it is not live. Okay. I guess I could have some bearing on it. And Mrs. K is not live. Now, do I have drop frames or not? I do not. 0 drop frames.
Is there a command that temporarily removes the clocks, just out of curiosity?
There is not a command to remove the clock yet. I can. I like the way the background fills in behind the clocks. I think that's pretty cool. Now, if we want the
Well,
clocks
it's cool
to
that you can remove anything with a command like that.
yeah. Hopefully
Does
with
that
the
do it through OBS or YouTube or what?
StreamerBot. That's doing that through
No,
there.
but what does StreamerBot do? How does it do it?
It goes to OBS and either hides
Okay.
it or makes it
Okay.
visible.
All right.
So yeah, I guess it is an OBS command.
존
Sam,
윌리엄즈 세대나
Sam's your guy to
라이브
talk to you
메모렉스.
about that. It's not
아.
live, it's Memorex. No, we are live. I'll prove to you we are live. I'm going to wave to the camera. What's that joke from? There's an old joke from the 70s about waving to the camera. I can't remember.
Now, I've got a hard one for you.
Well, lucky me.
Difficult one, let me put it that way. You can make a command, well, like the weather command recognizes who's doing it, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so you can have a command that recognizes who's doing it and removes that person's picture selectively from clocks.
Oh, man, that would be difficult, I think.
I presume it's possible, but
I'll have to get with Sam on that. I would say it's possible.
there are a lot of things can be done if you know how. You remember this guy, Dave's Garage channel?
Yeah, I've watched him a couple times.
Okay, he got into trying to time how long different programming languages took to solve this math problem. And the math problem is called the sieve of Eratosthenes, and it finds the first so many prime numbers. Okay, and guys wrote it in Fortran and C and Lisp and Python and yada yada, all of them. One guy submitted a solution written in DOS batch programming language, and it worked. He calculated things numerically with a DOS batch program. And if you know anything about batch programming, that I couldn't believe it could be done. And it was slow.
Yeah,
Programming made to do number calculations, and somehow this guy got it to do it. So
Yeah,
if somebody can do that, I'm convinced there's got to be a way to.
Okay,
select
Firefox and now there goes. What the heck?
I
Both
got a
Firefox
question for you, Ken.
Oh.
Go ahead, Greg. Go ahead.
Did you know DaVinci has a built-in speed test function?
I did not know that.
It's in the resolver folder.
I will have to go in there and research that. I did not
Uh-oh.
know that. Frames? Or
No, shouldn't have said that out loud.
Hey, he come in 3 minutes ago. I'm just waiting for him to turn his camera on and say something. Uh-oh. I have lost
Does that mean
everything.
Greg wants to see the Vinci?
Could possibly be, but I lost everything. I lost Firefox. I lost Zoom. I lost OBS. I mean, I know I'm still streaming.
I'm seeing clocks on both sides and black in the middle.
Right. That's what I'm trying to get figured out. It's the Alex Cheek effect.
Yep.
Alex comes in and okay, now it should be maybe hopefully back to Zoom in the middle.
Back in the middle.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, all of a sudden, both monitors blipped out. There's nothing on them, and fortunately, it didn't disconnect anything. But I still have 0 drop frames, even though this keeps messing up. I don't understand it.
Well, I will get Ken to learn programming yet using a streamer bot.
Oh, let's
will.
hope. Let's hope.
That's what it's basically. That's kind of what it's for. One of the purposes of it is for beginner programmers to get their feet wet.
토니 왈로세드 원크.
And John Williams got timed out. Now I'm watching everything now in OBS. If she buffers, I want to be sure that I'm here in OBS to see if I get any drop frames or not.
Yeah, you were talking about the berm months. This is the time of year, in the old saying, when you could start to eat oysters again. Any month with an R in it. Although when I was looking that up, it said that now oysters are safe even in the hot summer months.
January, February, March, April.
May, June, July, and August were the months you weren't supposed to eat oysters.
Right, because of the heat. Sure, that makes sense. So what did John try to do? Oh, I see. So is that the timeout command or cooldown command must be for the same command? Because I think you can do 2 separate commands back to back. One will stack up on top of the other, I think. If Tony and John would like to, if one of you would like to do one like an exclamation F and one of you want to do an exclamation V, 2 separate commands, I'm kind of curious as to see if it will stack or if it will actually give you a cooldown or not. I don't know. There's the F, that works. And there's the V. Oh, okay, so that works in conjunction. So that's good. Sam, I was thinking about today, you saying what you said about making me a programmer or being able to write programs. I was thinking of a way to go in there and when you do the exclamation V, when that black part's in there to kind of figure out how to make that go away. Hello, Wendy. Wendy joins us in chat. She gives us a purple hand wave. Give her the white hand wave back. Hello, Wendy. 35-20 Lions. What about the Miami, whoever they're losing to game? Yeah, see, I don't think it did it there because it's on a black background anyway, so you don't notice it. It's when they do the exclamation FM that you get to see it peels and there's a black background behind it. And it's just a thought that I had. I haven't had time to really look into it. Now, I know I talked about a couple days ago that starting October 1st, I was contemplating going to 9 o'clock start time, my time. There it is. I'm going to hold off on that for right now. I'm still leaning to changing it. I just want to do a little bit more thought processing, thinking on it, and discuss it with the homies. And anyone wants to send me a comment and email and let me know, that's fine. But for now, I'm going to keep it at 10 o'clock. For now. I think Titans way ahead, so I turned it off. So, oh yeah, Tennessee's playing Miami. That's right. Is Mr. Cheek just going to sit here and listen to us, or is he going to bring on his camera and say anything? Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not Mr. Cheek. Maybe it's an imposter. Could it be someone pretending to be Alex Cheek? Maybe he's got his Stream Deck set up and he accidentally hit the button. Speaking of Stream Deck, I hope to get back in the studio by this weekend. 22-12, depending on how late in the game it is, that's not way ahead. I mean, 10 points, that's, well, it is Miami, so they might struggle getting that. The signs are all kind of pointing to where I might be able to get back in there, and then I'm going to have to manipulate a couple monitors, the new one specifically, and then figure out how and where I'm going to put the other one at. And I might videotape that. And I think I am going to do what I talked about the other day, where I'm going to take the motherboard that I just took out of this i7 and put the processor back on it, a cooler back on it, hook it up, graphics card, hook it up, power it up, and see if it works or not. Just for something to do. It's absolutely worthless. There's nothing on it. I probably would have to install Windows, and ain't no probably. I know I'd have to put an operating system on it, because I know I wiped that disk clean thinking I'm not ever going to need it when I broke it down. Oops. I guess that was not a smart thing to do. Oh well, the things we learn. Well,
sometimes it's better to start clean.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not going to have a purpose. It's basically just a twofold, and I'll discuss that after the stream. Let's see if this works or not. Oh, look, that's going to be right above the Zoom. So there's the email. If you'd like to join us on the Zoom panel, shoot me an email. I know I try this every night and never get anything. I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight. I'm going to wrap this up with thanking Tony Wallow for the 2 sets of 5s gifted membership. They all appear to be in
John
green.
Williams said goodbye, Ken.
So I don't know. Now I do know the people that were gifted memberships, theirs runs out today, and they said they'll be back. So I don't know if that means they're going to purchase one or if they're just going to be here as subscribers or what. Either way is fine. I appreciate either way. I also want to thank the Zoom homies, Greg, Bill, Jeff, Sam, possibly an imposter, not sure. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Doug's at noon, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, even though it's 1 October. Good night.